So good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll show you one important weapon that's probably the smartest to craft during the early days, or maybe this will be our first weapon craft. And what's great in this weapon is that we will be using this weapon for a long time. So let's get started. So here, let's head over to the crafting. But guys, for the sake of the new players who are into MMO games, let me quickly explain how this basic crafting system works in this game. So as you can see here, there are different gear colors, and these represent the tiers or levels. And it starts with the plain or the basic ones, then blue, purple, gold, and finally red, which is the strongest tier. And to craft a gear, this one is easy. These are the materials that you will need. And if you want to know where to get them, just click the item like this. Then here in the source tab, you will see where it drops. For example, this one can be obtained from killing monsters or from finishing town quests. And if you click killing monsters, you will see the list of mobs that drop this specific material. Now, at first glance, it's easy to get confused on what to craft. So here's my suggestion. Start with the green weapon, specifically to the one with the highest damage. So let me explain this why. If you look at the next tier, which is the blue weapon, these are your options. And these are the materials that you will need. And guys, these are kind of hard to get, especially during the early days. Okay, let's say that as planned, we go ahead and craft this green one first. Okay, so this gives us attack plus 17 and plus 6% attack speed with some accuracy. Now let's compare this to this one. Probably this might be the next weapon that you might craft because of the materials that you will be able to farm. Okay, so attack is 22, and if you're going to make this plus 5, because plus 5 is actually the safest level to enhance your weapon. Like if you will try to enhance more after plus 5, you might break the weapon and it will disappear. Okay, so the plus 5 of this will be attack 32. So just keep these stats in your mind and later we'll compare. But if you will stick with this green weapon and just grab multiple copies of this one and try to create an overlaps of this one, you will end up with something close to this blue weapon's power. And the realistic one, based on my experience, is actually plus 8. And look at this one, guys. It's almost the same as the plus 5 blue one. And it has more damage, more accuracy, yeah, but lesser attack speed. But anyway guys, if you're wondering how hard the refining is or the enhancing in this game, I'll put the full video link in the description so you can check that out too after this video and see if it's easy or hard to enhance gears. But the best part here guys is that the green weapon, the materials for the green weapon are actually super easy to get. So meaning you can keep using your green weapon longer while farming more efficiently. And here's a little tip guys. If you're getting these rare blue materials for crafting your blue weapon in your early days journey, because for sure in along the way your journey you're going to get some, maybe sell them first on the marketplace, because early on for sure they will be super in demand since everyone wants blue gear, right? Everyone wants blue without knowing that if you just overlaps your green weapon, somehow it will be closer to the blue weapon. So again, for the materials that you are getting, try to sell it first for a premium price. But later, when players get stronger and these rare materials become more common and cheaper in the market, then that's probably the best time to craft our first blue weapon and start making an overlaps of it. Basically guys, the simple rule in making an overlaps in this game is you will need to craft multiple copies of the weapon that you want to overlaps, or else you will risk losing your weapon and you may end up using an NPC weapon. So that's the kind of early gameplay I'm thinking of. It's actually a bit like real life, where right now the latest iPhone is iPhone 16, super expensive, right? But for sure after a few years it will be cheaper, a lot cheaper. That's why the iPhone that I'm using right now is actually iPhone 11, and the used iPhone 11 is only around $150 to $200 today. But before the brand new of iPhone 11, it was close to like 800 to $1,000. Crazy, right? So during the prime of iPhone 16, iPhone 11 is the best iPhone to buy. And maybe when they release iPhone 20, iPhone 21, that's the time I would like upgrade my iPhone to iPhone 16. So same idea here in this game. Like instead of crafting the blue weapon early and using up your rare materials, maybe sell your mats first and save up all of your diamonds and then just buy it again later when the price drop. Yeah, but of course, guys, a lot of things can change. So don't copy exactly my moves. What's more important here is understanding the principle behind this gameplay. Because I'm sure every server in our game, in the global release, will be totally different. If your server has a lot of sellers and not enough buyers, like there are no whales, but more on people farming, prices will drop for sure. And the market could get flooded and get oversupply of materials. And in that case, maybe spending real money and buying diamonds and buying those cheap materials might be a better gameplay. So again, a lot of things can change. So just understand the concept, not the exact step by step. Anyway, for me as a F2P player, I'll probably start with this green weapon and try to make it over ups and use it for a long time. So that's my plan. But anyway, things might change. So plan might change too. And one last thing, guys, I want to add, look at the substats like MP regen and attack speed. Just so you know, guys, this game actually doesn't have MP potions like other MMOs. So MP regen becomes really important in the game. So the question is, when do you exactly need higher HP regen? So to answer that question, we just simply need to check our skill MP consumption. So here in the menu, we go to our skill book, and here at the bottom, we click this edit skill slot. And guys, these are the skills we ought to use. And also you will see this number here, and this is our average MP usage per 5 seconds. So just make sure that this number is close to our MP regen stat. And back to the menu, you can check your MP regen by heading over to the character details. From here, just scroll down to the bottom and you see your MP regen. So basically, if your MP regen is too low and not close to your average MP consumption, you can either remove one of your skills in your auto attack or increase your MP regen. So this is when you will want to consider getting a weapon that boosts MP regen, or else you will run out of mana while farming. Because what's the point of having high attack damage if you're always out of MP? And I mean, you're always out of mana and waiting to regen, right? Sometimes it's better to have slightly lower damage, but you will be able to spam a lot of skills continuously. But again, this one is situational. What I'm really trying to do here is not to give you the exact things you have to do. I'm just trying to help you understand the game a bit more so you can come up with your own strategy or gameplay. And I believe that in the end, you will figure out something that works even better for you. So you can just consider this video as a eye-opener. Yeah, but anyway, guys, before we wrap up, if you're curious how hard it is to refine or to enhance a weapon, just like the one that I showed you, I actually made a separate video showing that, so you can check it out right here on the screen. Or if you don't see it in the screen yet, it means I'm still editing the video of it, so just stay tuned for that video. Alright, and guys, again, thank you very much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next videos. Take care and happy gaming.